I stared at my phone screen, reading the text message for the third time. The words hadn't changed. Dad, don't come to my graduation celebration dinner. Tyler's parents are hosting at the Sterling Club, and honestly, you'd feel out of place. It's a different world. Just send a check, and I'll tell everyone you had to work. Love you. My daughter Rachel, my only child, 22 years old and graduating from Columbia with honors. And she didn't want me there. I sat in my small apartment in Queens, still wearing my work clothes, motor oil under my fingernails. The smell of the garage still clinging to my shirt. I'd been a mechanic for 38 years, started as a kid sweeping floors, worked my way up to master technician, eventually opened my own small shop. Nothing fancy, just honest work. After Rachel's mother died when she was 6, it was just the two of us. I worked 60, sometimes 70 hours a week, made sure Rachel had everything she needed. Good schools, tutors, when she struggled with math, summer camps, a car. When she turned 16, I paid for Columbia, every single semester, every single dime. Took out loans, worked weekends, skipped vacations, and now I wasn't good enough for her graduation dinner. I texted back, "Okay, sweetheart, congratulations. I'm proud of you." That was Thursday. The dinner was Saturday night. Friday morning, Rachel called. Her voice had that tone, the one that meant she wanted something. "Dad, I need a favor. Can you send $2,000 to my account today? Tyler and I are going to the Hamptons with his parents after graduation, and I need some new outfits. Everything I have is so college. You know? I need to look like I belong. $2,000 for clothes? Dad. Please. This is important. Tyler's father is a partner at Blackstone. His mother chairs 3 charity boards. First impressions matter. I can't show up looking like..." She paused. "Like I'm from Queens." Something in my chest twisted. "You are from Queens. You know what I mean. Just send it, okay? I'll pay you back." She'd been saying that for 4 years. She never paid me back. "I'll transfer it this afternoon," I said. "You're the best. Love you, Dad." She hung up before I could say it back. I sent the money. I always sent the money. Saturday came. I tried not to think about the dinner. Tried not to imagine Rachel laughing at the Sterling Club with Tyler and his parents, telling them I had to work, making up stories about what kind of work I did. Maybe she told them I was in management. Maybe she told them I owned a chain of shops. Maybe she just didn't mention me at all. Sunday morning, my phone rang. Unknown number. "Is this Mr. James Crawford?" A woman's voice. Professional. Speaking. "This is Sarah Mitchell, from Prestige Security Monitoring. We're calling because there was an attempted entry at your storage unit in Astoria last night at 2:47 a.m. The alarm was triggered. Police were notified, but the individuals fled before officers arrived. Can you verify if you authorized anyone to access your unit?" My storage unit. I'd had it for 15 years. Kept things there that wouldn't fit in my small apartment. My late wife's belongings. Photo albums. Some tools. And a few items I'd inherited from my father. "No," I said. "I didn't authorize anyone. We have video footage if you'd like to come review it." I was there in 20 minutes. The security office had clear footage. Timestamp. 2:47 a.m. 2 people. One, I didn't recognize. A young man in expensive-looking clothes. The other was Rachel, my daughter. At my storage unit at 3 a.m, with bolt cutters. "They cut the lock," the security guard said. "But the door has a secondary alarm system. Triggered as soon as they opened it. They ran pretty fast." I watched the video 3 more times. Rachel's face was clear. No question it was her. "I'd like to go check my unit," I said. The lock was destroyed, replaced with a temporary one by the security company. Inside, everything looked untouched. They'd been interrupted too quickly, but now I knew. She knew about the storage unit. I'd mentioned it once, years ago, when she was helping me move. She'd asked what I kept there, and I'd made a joke about family treasures. I thought she'd forgotten. What was she looking for? I went through everything carefully. My wife's jewelry box was still there, tucked in the back. Inside was her engagement ring, a sapphire pendant her grandmother had given her, and a pair of pearl earrings. Not expensive by most standards, but priceless to me. In another box, my father's watch collection. He'd been a railroad worker, saved for years to buy good watches. 3 of them, worth maybe $15,000 total if you knew what you were looking at. And then I found it. The inventory I'd made years ago. A simple list of what I kept in storage. The list was gone from where I'd left it, but they'd gotten interrupted before they could take anything. I sat on an old trunk, trying to understand. Rachel had tried to rob me. She'd brought someone, probably Tyler, to help her break into my storage unit and steal from me. My phone buzzed. A text from Rachel. "Dad, can you send another 1,000? I forgot Tyler's parents' anniversary gift. Something nice from Tiffany's would be perfect. Thanks." I stared at that message for a long time. Then I did something I'd never done before. I said no. "No, Rachel. I can't," she called immediately. "What do you mean you can't? It's just $1,000. You have it. How do you know what I have?" "Dad, come on. Don't be difficult. I need this. Why were you at my storage unit at 3 in the morning?" Silence. Long silence. What? "I don't know what you're talking about. The security company called me. They have video footage. You and Tyler trying to break in. Dad, you're confused. I was at Tyler's apartment last night. Rachel, I saw the video. Your face is clear." Another silence. Then her voice changed. Colder. "Fine. Yes, I was there. Tyler and I went to get some of Mom's old jewelry. I wanted to wear something of hers for graduation weekend." "Is that a crime?" "She was my mother. At 3 in the morning? With bolt cutters? You wouldn't have let me have it if I asked." "So you were going to steal it?" "It's not stealing. It's my inheritance. You're going to leave it to me anyway. Why can't I have it now?" I felt something break inside me. Not my heart. That had been breaking slowly for years. Every time she looked embarrassed when I picked her up in my work truck. Every time she forgot to mention me to her friends. Every time she asked for money, like I was an ATM machine. No. What broke was different. It was the last thread of pretending this was normal. That this was just a phase. That my daughter still loved me. "Inheritance?" I said quietly. "Rachel, what exactly do you think you're inheriting?" "Oh, please. Don't play poor with me. I know you have money. The garage. This apartment building you own. Whatever else you're hiding." Tyler's father looked into it. He said, "You're worth at least a few million." My apartment building. I'd bought this place 20 years ago when it was falling apart, fixed it up slowly, rented out the other units. It barely broke even after maintenance and mortgage. Tyler's father investigated me. He does background checks on everyone his son dates seriously. It's standard. So stop pretending you're some struggling mechanic. Okay? I know the truth. What truth is that? That you're loaded and you're just cheap. You make me beg for every dollar while you sit on millions. Tyler says, it's a control thing. That you keep me dependent, so I can't leave you, Tyler says. When had Tyler become the authority on my relationship with my daughter? I want you to listen to me very carefully, I said. I'm hanging up now. Then I'm calling my lawyer. You and Tyler attempted to break into my storage unit. That's breaking and entering. Attempted theft. I have video evidence. You wouldn't. And I'm going to review my bank statements. Every credit card, every account. If I find anything in your name that I didn't explicitly authorize, I'm reporting that too. Dad, you're being insane. The credit card I gave you for emergencies, I'm canceling it today. I want it back by Monday, or I'm reporting it stolen. You can't do this. Watch me. You want your inheritance? You can wait until I'm dead like everyone else. But right now, today, I'm done. Tyler's family will help me. They have money. Real money. Not like you're pathetic. I hung up. My hands were shaking. I sat there in that storage unit surrounded by boxes of memories and realized I'd failed. Failed as a father. I'd given Rachel everything and taught her nothing. I'd worked myself half to death to provide for her, and she'd learned only to take, never to appreciate. I called my lawyer first, then my bank, then the credit card companies. Rachel had been busy. 3 credit cards in my name that I'd never opened. 2 of them maxed out, about $40,000 total. All the charges in the last 6 months. Designer clothes, expensive restaurants, a week at a resort in Turks and Caicos. She'd stolen my identity. My own daughter. I reported it all. Every card, every fraudulent charge, filed a police report. The detective who took my statement looked uncomfortable. Your daughter, sir? Are you sure you want to press charges? I'm sure. This could result in criminal prosecution. She could face jail time. I'm aware. He made me confirm it 3 times. I confirmed it 3 times. By Monday afternoon, Rachel showed up at my garage. I was under a Honda Civic when I heard her voice. Dad. Dad. What did you do? I rolled out, stood up, wiped my hands on a rag. She looked different. Her makeup was running. Her expensive outfit was wrinkled. The confidence was gone. The police came to Tyler's apartment. They arrested me. Do you know how humiliating that was? Tyler's parents were there. His father is furious. He says, I'm a criminal. Tyler broke up with me. They threw me out. Did you commit identity theft? I asked calmly. Those cards were for emergencies. I never authorized them. You forged my signature. You would have said yes if I'd asked. Then, you should have asked. She stared at me like I was a stranger. Maybe I was. Maybe I'd always been a stranger to her. Just a wallet with legs. The lawyer says I could go to prison. Real prison. You have to drop the charges. No. Dad, please. I'm sorry. I'll pay it all back. I'll get a job. You should have thought of that before you tried to rob me. I'm your daughter. Then act like it. She broke down crying. Real crying. Not the fake tears she'd used to manipulate me since she was 5. She sank onto the curb, outside my garage, sobbing. Part of me, the old me, wanted to comfort her, wanted to fix this, wanted to make it all go away, but I didn't move. I loved your mother more than life itself, I said. When she died, you were all I had. I worked every day, every hour I could, to give you the life I thought you deserved. I went without so you could have. I lived in a small apartment so I could pay for Columbia. I drove a 20-year-old truck so you could have a new car. She looked up at me, mascara running down her face. I thought I was being a good father, but I wasn't. I was being a weak father. I taught you that you could take whatever you wanted, that people exist to serve you, that you're entitled to everything simply because you exist. And that's my fault. I did that, Dad, but I'm done. You're 22 years old. You graduated from one of the best universities in the world. You're smart and capable. You don't need me to save you anymore. You need to save yourself. I don't have anywhere to go. Tyler's gone. His parents hate me. My friends all think I'm a thief. You are a thief. She flinched like I'd slapped her. You have choices, I said. You can get a job, find an apartment you can afford, live within your means. Or you can keep looking for someone else to use. But that person won't be me. You're really going to let me go to jail? I'm going to let you face the consequences of your actions. What the courts decide is up to them. But yes, if that means jail, then jail. I hate you. You might. But maybe someday you'll understand. She left. Walked away down the street, crying, pulling out her phone to call someone who might still take her calls. I watched her go. The next few weeks were hard. The hardest of my life. And I'd buried a wife and raised a daughter alone. Rachel was charged with identity theft and attempted burglary. Tyler's family wanted nothing to do with her. The prestigious job she'd been bragging about, the one Tyler's father was going to give her, evaporated. Her friends from Columbia, the rich ones, stopped answering her calls. She stayed with a friend from high school, A girl I'd always liked. Someone who worked as a teacher and lived in a small apartment in Brooklyn. Rachel got a job at a coffee shop, then a second job waiting tables. I heard about it through mutual friends. People who wanted me to know how she was struggling, how she was losing weight, how she cried every night. They wanted me to feel guilty, to swoop in and save her. I didn't. Her lawyer called me 6 times asking me to drop the charges. I refused. Then, 3 months later, Rachel showed up at my garage again. Different this time. She was wearing normal clothes, jeans, and a t-shirt. Her hair was pulled back. No makeup. She looked tired. "Can we talk?" she asked quietly. I nodded, led her to my small office. "I'm not here to ask you to drop the charges," she said. "My lawyer says I'll probably get probation and community service since it's a first offense and I'm cooperating. I'll have to pay restitution, which will take me years, but I'll do it. Okay, I'm here to apologize. Really apologize, not just because I got caught. I've been thinking a lot these past few months. Working real jobs, living in a tiny room, figuring out what things actually cost." She took a breath. "I was awful to you. Not just at the end, for years. I was ashamed of you, ashamed of where I came from. I wanted so badly to be like Tyler and his friends, people who were born into money, who never had to worry about anything. I thought that's what mattered. Status, wealth, the right clothes, the right friends, the right zip code. And now I don't know what matters. But I know it's not that. Tyler didn't love me. He loved the version of me I was pretending to be. When that fell apart, he was gone. His parents didn't care about me as a person. I was just a suitable accessory." She wiped her eyes. "You worked your whole life for me. You sacrificed everything. And I treated you like you were nothing. Like you were an embarrassment. I can't." Her voice broke. "I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I tried to steal from you. From you. The one person who actually loved me." I felt something in my chest. Something I'd kept locked down for months. "I needed you to learn this lesson," I said quietly. "I needed you to understand that actions have consequences. That you can't just take whatever you want from people who love you. I win 2-3. I know. I do. And I'm not asking for forgiveness. I don't deserve it. I just wanted you to know that I understand now. What I lost. What I threw away." We sat in silence for a while. "The credit card fraud?" I said finally. "I'll agree to restitution instead of prosecution. But you pay every penny back. You set up a payment plan, and you stick to it." "I will." "The storage unit. That charge stands. You attempted burglary. You face whatever the court decides. I understand. And Rachel? I love you. I always have. But I won't be your safety net anymore. You want a relationship with me? It's as equals. Adult to adult. Not as a bank account. That's all I want," she said. "Just a chance to know you as a person, not as someone to use." She stood to leave, then turned back. "Can I ask you something? Those people, Tyler's father and his investigators, they said you were worth millions. Is that true?" I smiled slightly. "I have some savings. From working all those years. Living cheap. Investing carefully. It's not millions, but it's enough. Enough for what? To retire someday. To travel maybe. To live comfortably. To leave something to charity. Not to me? That depends on you. On who you become. On whether you earn it by being a good person, not by being my daughter." She nodded slowly. "Fair enough." After she left, I sat in my office for a long time, looking at the pictures on my wall. My wife, young and beautiful. Rachel, as a baby. The two of us at her high school graduation. Before Tyler, before Columbia, before everything went wrong, I'd thought being a good father meant giving her everything. Turned out it meant teaching her to earn things herself. It's been 2 years now. Rachel is still working, still paying off her debt. She got promoted to shift manager at the coffee shop. She's taking night classes in business. She calls me every Sunday, not to ask for money, just to talk. Sometimes we have dinner, nothing fancy, just pizza or Chinese food. She tells me about her life, her struggles, her small victories. Last month, she brought a guy to meet me. Nice kid, works in IT, drives a modest car, treats her like she's worth something. She was nervous, introducing us. "Dad," she said, "this is Marcus. He knows everything. About what happened, about the charges, everything." I didn't hide any of it. Marcus shook my hand firmly. "Sir, Rachel told me what she did, and what you did. I just want you to know, I respect the hell out of you for it. My dad let me get away with everything, and I turned into a mess. Took me years to figure out how to be a man. You gave Rachel that gift early. Our Marmon, I liked him. These days, when people ask if I have regrets, I tell them no. Yes, I lost 2 years with my daughter. Yes, it was painful. Yes, there were nights I questioned everything, but I gained something more valuable. I gained a daughter who knows her own worth, who works hard, who understands that love isn't about what someone can give you, it's about who they are. And I gained back my self-respect. Sometimes the hardest thing you can do for someone you love is let them fall. Let them face consequences. Let them learn that the world doesn't owe them anything. Rachel still doesn't know the full extent of my savings. She doesn't know that I could have paid off her debts easily, that I could have made all her problems disappear with a check. Maybe someday I'll tell her, or maybe I won't, because it doesn't matter anymore. She's not working off those debts for me. She's doing it for herself, building her own character, her own strength, her own pride. That's worth more than any inheritance I could leave her. And when I'm gone, whatever I do leave will go to someone who earned it. Not by being born my daughter, but by becoming someone worthy of it. That's the real inheritance. Not money, character. And for the first time in years, when I think about my daughter, I'm not just proud of what she could be. I'm proud of who she's becoming.